now, and I'll just ping up on my sheet here, and let's have a look. So we got a little untidy out there.
That's Levi Whitten. Of course, Levi came up and had a chat with us yesterday, Dave, and he was looking forward to a big weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to a massive weekend. He's a ripper kid. He pit crews for me on my car sometimes, mate. So he's an absolute legend. Little Fez, Candice Rainbow, Little Nuts, Maxie Cameron, she's a rival, Emerson Walker, Shaw played Daniel Shaw, and the Dart, Lockie Dart, all out there. So they're all coming down into the milling area now and about to start their race. Had a chat with Emerson Walker last night, had a look over her boat. I'll tell you what, blue fleck carbon fibre seat in that boat, mate. Very special indeed.
Yeah, there's a couple of very nice little junior boats over there. I saw one with the very electronic dashboard mounted into the steering wheel as well, similar to what the go-karters use. So they're getting all the information as it happens directly from that motor at the back. As you said, they're pretty much a stock standard motor, and there is no tilt or trim control on these boats. So if they're not behaving nicely, Dad has to make an adjustment to the angle of that motor, and that has to be done in the pit area. It cannot be done out there on the water. So it's you've still got to read the water, Dave, make your decisions, and then go back out on the water and see whether you chose the right decision.
Yeah, that's right, Vaughan. And the thing about these is, you say that they don't have trim adjustment. They don't have trim adjustment while you're driving them, but you can set them up in the pitch. You can adjust the trim in the pitch. Excuse me. So the idea is you look at the weather conditions, you see how rough it is, how smooth it is, how windy it is, and you set your trim angle to suit. Once it's set, the only way you can trim the boat then is using your own body weight. Obviously, the body weight of these kids affects how the boats are trimmed, so they can lean forward to try and trim them in a little bit, and lean back to try and trim them out and get them going. So they'll be pulling themselves forward in the seat when they come into the corner, just getting the weight forward, getting the boats turned in. So although there's no trim that you can use while you're driving it, you can set the boat up to the conditions. But if you get it wrong, mate, you're stuck with it for the whole race.
Yeah, you can see the boats porpoising when they get it wrong. The weight distribution is wrong. But the boat out in front doing a great job with the nose nice and high out of the water, just skipping across the top of the surface, and not very much of that hull actually making contact with a bit like a tunnel boat. They're only got 6 or 8 inches of water touching the hull.
Mate, that's Candice Rainbow out in front doing an epic job at the moment. She is flying.
Isn't it great to see the girls taking it up to the boys out there on the circuit?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no drama with that. The girls just go every bit as hard as the boys do. There's no gender equality out on the water, I can tell you, mate. They all have a crack. Thanks.
What I love about the juniors is that they're all out the back there. They're all playing and kicking footies and stuff like that. And then come game time, the helmet goes on. It's every man and girl for themselves out there. So a really sociable bunch of people, and that goes for the parents as well. They all dig in and give each other a hand to get the boats back out there and turned around. As I said, a very economical, safe way of going racing for your children. And there is not a great deal of money to be outlawed. For a weekend like this, you might go through $20 or $30 worth of fuel. There's not a lot of things that can go wrong on these boats. They are basic.
Mate, it's the cheapest form of motorsport you'll ever do, and it's absolutely awesome. That's Levi Whitten on the inside. On the outside, it's Shaw Play, doing a good job with Daniel Shaw. And then it's Andy Cameron there coming through, doing a fantastic job in a Little Nuts. I'm not sure if that's a statement about him or... Oh, we've had a spin out up the top end there. Pick up who that is in the sun glare.
And now you can see a graphic demonstration of what happens when you go slow in one of these boats. It takes a while to get them back up on the plane.
That's Andy Cameron, mate. Had a bit of a spin out there.
A little nuts. He's starting to increase the power, and now you see the bow of the boat starting to drop down. Now she's up on the plane, and away you go. But that's cost him well and truly over 100 metres.
Jagged flag is out.
For Candice Rainbow.
Yeah, Candice done an awesome job there. It's
taking it right up to the boys.
Always good racing in the junior categories, isn't it, mate?
It is. Our leaders got away from everybody there, and then it was a great fight for third, fourth, and fifth. And I think this might be Candace coming across now. No, that's not Candace.
No, Candace was lead
She's
boat.
already
She's
gone through.
gone through.
She's on the back
Having
straight.
a look there, got a white cowl on that one. So I think that's trying to.
So here comes Maxie Cameron coming across the line now. In a Little Nuts, a little blue and yellow boat. So they will form up again and go for their second heat of round number 1.